on to eBay, the same password. You want to use your card, the same password, okay? Let's not mix it up. It gives you this form and say close to continue. Sorry, I started the wrong one. I'm running it live, but in a test environment. So we see how long it takes to generate receipts. That is the eBay application. You just launch it just like that, and it gives you this menu. That is it, and it says close this form to continue. Do that. I removed the sticker. We are done with it at this point. Then this is the special card I've talked about. We call it agency card. I will be primed for a particular agency assigned to do this. Every MDA agency has this kind of card. That's what they use to process their own transaction. You insert this at this point and enter that same password that you have created for yourself. Usually you enter Lagos here because we're talking about Lagos State government. Okay? But because of the test environment, I will change it to the test database. It's actually the same thing, the same speed expected. Now, you log on and you get that. I've mentioned that the card will be preloaded, right? That's the preloaded amount. It gives you the payment balance, this. So if I have 0 here, I can't post a single amount. If I have 10 right here, that means I can only post 10. Okay? So that what this means is that this guy can post as much as what he has here. This does not actually imply that he can post this at a go by a single transaction, if that's not how it's been configured. What it means is that he can collect unit of transaction to the tune of this amount. Okay? So what is the banker or the EBSRCM? Anybody assigned to operate this, if you are given rights, if your card is given right to access this card, automatically you have become a pay collector agent. We call you a EBSRCM. So most of you are familiar with these cards. So what is the PPC expected to do, or the teller expected to do? This is exactly what they do. I'm going to demonstrate that. We go straight to File and click on Post Transaction. And it tells us that there's no card reader here. You can see that it's actually two interfaces. But we want to make do without this. So this is only saying no card reader found. Do you want to pay for this or that that is not physically with this card? I said yes. Okay, I'll click yes. What kind of player have they this kind of When has a code, I don't need to memorize it, but I know the name is Wayne. So for me to retrieve the code, I try to spell Wayne, right? Whether it will return the code for me. Type Wayne, there's nothing like that. It's a test environment. Wayne code was not loaded. Let me see whether number plate is loaded. Number plate 2 isn't loaded. Let me try development level, please. Is it there? Okay, it's there. Please understand, that's just the reason. I didn't load those other codes. It's a test database. So, let's do for development level. The next is the account. The system automatically selects that. So, how can they now tell us they have posted into the wrong account? Although for the banks, they have 2-3 accounts. For the MDA transaction, most of them they have 2 accounts. So when they make such mistake, you can understand why they do make that mistake here. Posting Wayne transaction into number plate. This is where it happens because this will be open. Because your transaction, your account with them is 2. If it's 1, it will not open it, just lock it up. But especially for the sector who maintains a single transaction, it captures it for them. They don't need to post into the wrong account. The next thing is the assessment reference. Assessment reference is what you are supposed to raise before a payer goes to the bank. The payer goes to the tax station, and assessment reference is raised for him to make payment. But you don't readily do that. So what you do, just try to uniquely identify that transaction. For example, we are doing a development level. I can just write there. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't mean anything here. The amount usually is 100 naira. Okay, that's where we enter the amount. This time, because you are not you don't have the deposit slip, you don't have a number to input, you can write cash. Or if the deposit slip number is there, this is where you enter. Or for the RS, they don't usually deal with deposit slip. Or some of our station who doesn't deal with deposit slip, cash can suffice here. And apply dates. You know, it's possible you are paying for last year's tax now. Okay? You are paying for 2 years ago tax now. This is where you apply it. And this payment is actually for 2012 or for May 2012, or it's for now. Whatever you put there is acceptable. Okay? This is where you can actually narrate the payment date. So this payment is actually for, let's say it's for 2012. Because the payment level you pay it once in a year. Is that true? It's for 2012, paying it now. The next thing is click to collector. And he asked me this question, make multiple payments for this payer. If you click yes, that means you want to regenerate receipt before the customer comes. This is what we are doing at the MDA station. The LRS, you are not doing that. You don't do that because you cannot anticipate the amount that the customer will bring. It's difficult to anticipate that. What if you generate 100 naira? And the next customer that will come to me will come and pay 100 naira. And you generate the receipt waiting for the person. You want to pay 112. Okay? You can't predict that. But for the MDA, if it's fees, number plate, cost of number plate is cost of number plate. Until otherwise reviewed. It doesn't change overnight. Is that true? So with that, we can say, so our customer doesn't wait for all this process. Even with using the token, I've not actually done 5 minutes doing this. So for our customer not to be waiting, we can regenerate this receipt. We call it in form of tickets, miniature receipts, before they come. So when they come, we just capture their details and take it to the back office, transfer this transaction into their profile after creating their PID. This we do at our leisure when the customer has gotten the tickets. Okay? MDA does this, they understand what I'm saying. Let's proceed so we don't waste too much of our time. Yes, and because that's not what I want to do, I say no. It gives me a preview form. So here the bank has the privilege to check what he or she has inputted before proceeding. So that he will not be making, will not be coming back to you every now and then that I posted to the wrong profile, I posted the wrong amount, I posted the wrong apply date and all of that. They have seen all of this, yet this error kept coming up. But that's by the way, you preview that. Once you confirm that everything is okay, you say yes. If otherwise no, click on no, wait and make the correction, proceed again. Okay? And you click yes. At this point, the system will now update the Lagos State government database. At the same time, update the banking application database. Once the receipt comes up, as I speak to you, the system is doing that. Watch this place and see how it does the update. Write to Lagos State government first. The next instance, write to the banking application and generate the automated revenue receipt. Then you can now print it out and pass it to the customer. That is how it was. That's the receipt. Is it difficult to generate receipts? This is what the bank is expected to do. This is what EBSRCM is expected to do. So next time, the truth of the matter is that I'm running on a live machine here. This is what you have at your EBSRCM. So if a payer comes to you and say, I want to replace my old receipt, as an agency, as a PPCA, assigned to use this card, you can actually regenerate receipt for them, okay? You don't send them back home. This is to be comfortable because this mobile device is also for ease of payment, for convenience. Most of them in the informal sector do take their system to the payer, even at their shops, some at their home, remote areas where there's no network. You take this thing, package it, go there, collect payment, issue receipt, go back to the bank at the end of the day and remit the collection of the day to remain balance. Okay, that is the whole process of the prepayment collection. I hope it's been well dealt with. Time is short.
Mr. Tunde Ayoyinka, within 5 minutes, just let them know little about the text of EBS manager. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I promise you I'm not going to waste your time more than 5 minutes. I try to understand all my attention back. The area where we need to talk about this, let's come to page 36, the EBS manager. We'll be talking about the report. Are we there? Yes. Yeah. EBS manager has two versions. We have online EBS manager, and we also have desktop EBS manager. The essence of this EBS manager is for us to be able to generate our report. Earlier on, we must have been told about ways to generate a report via a website. But this one I'm presenting now is another alternative. If website is not up or we have issue generating our report on the website, we can as well generate our report via the EBS online manager or desktop. So what I need to do now is just going to be practical, no more theoretical aspect. Let us look at the web address in our manual. We have www.lasg/ebs/rcm.com. We have www.lasg/ebs/EBS manager web/index.asd. If you have your system, if you have your business, you can as well log into this web address as possible as we can. Let's quickly do that while we're doing our own on our laptop. If you have your phone, if you have your laptop, you can easily log into this web address. So the menu on how to go about this is indicated in our manual. You can as well do it from here, or you can as well do it at home. You can connect the database anywhere we may. So now, please let us take it upon ourselves that we can as well do it as we are seated here. Don't let it be a situation where we were at the workshop, we were unable to do anything. You can practicalize it, you can practice it where you are here. If there's any issue why you cannot do it, we are here to support you. Yeah. The login detail is just, I will use my own login detail to save our time. Yes, please. We can as well do it ourselves. I can. And use if you have if you are a regular user who has been logging into the website earlier on, this is just alternative. You have the same PID, the same password you must have created, your email address, then the agency, your code, and that's all. With this, you can just log in. You have your user group. Where do you belong? Do you belong to an agency, or do you belong to a company, or you want to log in as individual? Let me use my profile. You click on login. Yeah. With this, you can also generate a lot of things. You can generate your manifest, you can generate your report. The same thing you can generate on the website. This is just an alternative route for you to generate your report or any other thing. Because it is better for us to always provide alternative. If one way is blocked or one way is not going, then there should be another way for you to be able to go through. Then let's click on report. So if you click on report, mind you, I'm using my own logon. This is my own logon, and this is a profile I have access to. So also, if you log in as agency, if you have the privilege or the right to log in as agency, then you also have your own logon menu. This is my own logon menu. Then what we want to do, just for the sake of our time, we want to view individual statement. Do you understand? Click on it, then click on display. Customer reference statement, individual. Then when you click on it, then it will give you the PID. Is it your own statement you want to view, or you want to render the service to somebody? Or for the sake of our time, I will want to view my own profile. Then you select the start date and the end date. But I'll just say, let us see what I've been able to do with Lagos State from November 1st to 15th of November. Then it will now bring everything that I must have committed, financial that I must have committed to Lagos State, either from 2008 or from beginning of this month. It doesn't matter the month or the year you selected. So let me just say from November to from November 1st to date. Then it will now give you either you want to view or you want to download. When you click on this, it will give you the option of view first. Is it what you want? This is my own statement. You understand? So this is how to go about it. Now this is just a simple thing you can do. There are a lot of things you can also achieve on this EBS online. Do you understand? Also know that there is other alternative. If one is not going, definitely another will definitely go. Do you understand? Like I said, I see another one. We have the other one called desktop version. But I can only give you the web address because you need to download it. You understand? When you download it, then what you just need to do, go to your C drive, create a folder which is called EBS Manager. Because by the time you want to download, it actually asks you where you want to download it to. If you must have created a folder, definitely there is a path you created. Do you understand? So the web address for the second part of the EBS Manager desktop is called www.lasg. That is not written in our manual. Let's use the opportunity to have it now. www.lasg-ebsrcm.com/services. Okay. Because I have to keep to 5 minutes.
Which we are more than that already.
www.lasg-ebsrcm.com/ that slash is front slash services / download EBS download yeah download yeah EBS MGR .asp. Download EBS MGR .asp. Yeah, ASP. Yeah. So when you click on it, if you are connected, your system is connected, it will take you to this place. Then you end of this file here, you can download it. But the most important thing you need to do is that you download the application or you download the zip file. Then the most important thing you must download the lookup file. Do you understand this particular thing? You must download it. You have the option of download the application or the zip file or the MDA file. The MDA file is a large file. That's why it has to be zip. So you can download it and unzip it. Then you must download the lookup file. This particular application will also serve the same purpose. What you can get on the EBS online as well as website. We understand. So this area where you have the alternative to generate or manifest. If one is not going, definitely other will be available for you. That is all. Thank you very much for your time. I wish you the best of everything in life.
Thank you, Mr. Ayoyinka. We have come to the end of the workshop. I really appreciate the audience you have given to us to allow us to inspire the knowledge we have. So at this point in time, before we do the vote of thanks and the closing prayer, we have certificate for you. Thanks for coming. You're welcome. Yeah, thanks for coming. Mr. Amos Daniel. Mr. Amos Daniel. Are you from Ogun State, sir? Why are you having the 2 names? Thanks for coming, sir. You're welcome. Mr. Sarumi, Mr. Adelaja Oye, why Mrs. Barua S. Thanks for coming. Mrs. Barua S.
Yes, I'm coming. Mrs. Barua, okay.
Thanks for coming, please. Hold on. Yeah, Mrs. Barua, please. Miss Adetola O. Thanks for coming. Mrs. Azana Ziza. Yeah, thanks for coming. Mr. Oluwade AA. Thanks for coming. Mr. Odusami F.O. Mrs. Ajibu. Thanks for coming. Mr. Adewoye Olufemi and Mr. Suneye Abayomi Adewoye Olufemi. Yeah, thanks for coming. Mr. Kashimawu A and Mr. Olateju YA. Ms. Awosubi SO. Mr. Kashimawu, thanks for coming. Mr. Olateju, thanks for coming. Miss Raji Fumilayo O, Miss Bello Adebimpe M. Okay. If you have our laptop with you, please kindly forward it. Miss Raji Fumilayo. Thanks for coming. Miss Bello Adebimpe M.
Photo. Photo.
Thanks for coming. Abdulkarim Tadi. Thanks for coming. Mr. Lawa M.A. Thanks for coming, sir. Mr. Adigo S.O. Mr. Osisoya B.A. Mrs. Dosumo A.O. Adigo S.O. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Mr. Osisoya B.A. Osisoya. Thanks for coming. Mrs. Dosumo A.O. Thanks for coming. Mrs. Sumo C. Okay. Thanks for coming.